Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to episode 77 today. We're going to talk about worshiping. The Father is seeking worshipers, and we're going to find out what kind of worshipers he's seeking. And here's the answer. He's seeking worshipers that are wrong. We get this from the Samaritan Woman. This is John chapter 4. I'm going to start in verse 12. We're right in the middle of an interaction between Jesus and the Samaritan Woman, and they're kind of going back and forth. She says, "Are you greater than our father Jacob? He gave us the well and drank from it himself, as did his sons and his livestock." Jesus said to her, "Everyone who drinks of this water will be thirsty again, but whoever drinks of the water I will give him will never be thirsty again. The water I will give him will become in him a spring of water, welling up to eternal life." The woman said to him, "Sir, give me this water so that I will not be thirsty or have to come here to draw water." Jesus said to her, "Go, call your husband and come here." The woman answered him, "I have no husband." Jesus said to her, "You're right in saying, 'I have no husband,' for you've had 5 husbands, and the one you now have is not your husband. What you have said is true." The woman said to him, "Sir, I perceive that you are a prophet. Our fathers worshipped on this mountain, but you say that in Jerusalem is the place where people ought to worship." Jesus said to her, "Woman, believe me, the hour is coming when neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem will you worship the Father. You worship what you do not know. We worship what we know, for salvation is from the Jews. But the hour is coming and is now here when true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth, for the Father is seeking such people to worship him." So what kind of people is the Father seeking? Basically, he's seeking, this woman. So the story is the Father is seeking her. So what kind of a person is she? She's essentially just wrong. And that's what struck me today is, number 1, the goodness of God, that he seeks worshiper. Number 2, how wrong she was. And number 3, that the seeking of God matched up with the wrongness of her. She's one of the first people that can stick around. She gets this revelation of God here in a second. All right, so what's wrong about her? Let's just kind of list them out. We don't have to go into too much detail. But our father Jacob, so she's claiming the favor of being in God's people when she's really not. She's claiming that she knows the place of worship. She's claiming the object of worship. She kind of claims that she knows where salvation is sourced, where Jesus corrects her just flat out and says, no, salvation is from the Jews, not from the Samaritans. There's this Old Testament lineage that comes and read the Old Testament history and all manifesting itself later in Jesus. You know, there's a reason that Jesus wasn't known as, the Samaritan Jesus. No, he's a Jew. He's from Galilee. He's from Bethlehem. He's a Nazarene. All these things, all the identifiers of Jesus, none of them have to do with being a Samaritan. So there's this Assyrian syncretism and pagan worship that happens there, and there's this polytheism, and my Bible note said that it even resulted in child sacrifice. And here's the other thing that caught me today is why would you kill your own child? Why would you break the most primordial bond that there is, which is between a mother and a child and a father and a child? Why would you do that? Well, the only reason I can think of is that you're so confident in your religion, in your God view, that you would break this incredible bond that God has given to everybody. So in other words, they're confidently wrong. So not only is this woman wrong in sort of everything, they're wrong. The Samaritans are wrong in their version of the Bible, of the Pentateuch. They're wrong in that they made a second temple. They're wrong on the location of the mountain of God. So their book is wrong. Their temple is wrong. Their location is wrong. Their version of history is wrong. And then here's the thing that just got me today. Is Jesus is sort of looking ahead just a little bit. The hour is coming and is now here when true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For the Father is seeking such people to worship him. And he is seeking her. That's the crazy thing. She's wrong in everything. She's confidently wrong. in everything. But then she considers the Lord is seeking people like her, people that are wrong, but that would consider that they are wrong, that move towards the Lord, that express movement, that you're one of them. So even though you have the wrong location, the wrong people group, the wrong gender, the wrong history, wrong morals, the wrong religion, and wrong religious practice, location, book, temple, etc., and maybe that's us when we list our list of wrong religiousness. Well, maybe the Lord is still seeking us. This gal has a list of wrongness as long as your arm, and yet we find out by the end of the story that the Father is seeking her. So what excuse do we have? Maybe we've had a bad religion or a bad religious experience, or we haven't followed the God as revealed in the Bible, and wrong practices and named other salvation people, or maybe we've had bad morals. And maybe the Father is seeking such a worshiper as me. So what kind of worshipers does the Lord seek? The Lord seeks worshipers who are wrong. And maybe we're one of them. Now he wants us to turn rightly and find him eventually and stop worshiping the wrong. But the pool of people that the Lord has to select from is only people that are getting it wrong, as illustrated so beautifully here in this feisty, confidently wrong Samaritan woman. So if you've had a bad religion, bad religious practice, bad morals, bad everything, maybe you're one of the people that the Father is seeking. Consider it today. Thanks for listening.